I do mean nothing. My mom always says, Nina hit, I've never hit. Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Thank you so much for tuning in today. So in today's video we are doing sit down, let's chat, let's get ready makeup tutorial, but more of like a let's chat, and let's just catch up on everything, pregnancy, hospital bag, plans, what's gonna happen, all of those things. So those are some of the things that I want to be talking to you today about. Most of the items that I'm using are by Maybelline, so I'm just gonna grab everything. So powder is Maybelline, and then foundation is Maybelline, concealer is Maybelline, and then we have Essence mascara, L'Oreal, oops, this lip from L'Oreal, and some LA Girl. So it's a full-on drugstore makeup look. So I hope you enjoyed. Please don't mind my lashes, but before I can get started, make sure that you are subscribed. It's absolutely free, helps my channel so much. Like this video, leave me a comment down below on what you think about this look. My hair is colored again, so it looks super bright. And yeah, let's get started. Hey guys, so I hope I'm in focus. I'm coming to you with my bare face. I look so yellow on the camera, I'm not even sure why, but let's get started. I'm going to start with my brows, but I'm going to do that off camera because it takes so long. So I'll be right back. So my eyebrows are done. They look really dark because I just got my hair colored again, and I'm so happy with it. I think I showed it in a vlog, or I'll be showing it in the next vlog. I'm not sure which order these videos are going to go up, but anyway, brows are done. So we need to conceal them. Most of our products are by Maybelline. I've been loving them, so I'm using this Maybelline Fit Me concealer. It's in the shade 30. This is how it looks. I'm just gonna conceal and shape them real quick. Okay, so the reason why I wanted to do this video, firstly, hey guys, welcome back to the channel. The reason why I wanted to do this video is that I wanted us to honestly sit, chat, catch up, because I feel like most of the videos that I've, also my mirror is right here, so that's how I'm looking here. Most of my videos have been vlogs and just, you know, like a whole bunch of random stuff. Anyway, I really wanted us to catch up. There's so much I want to talk to you guys about, and it's been on my mind for a while now, so I thought this would be perfect. Let me time myself because makeup tutorials tend to be really long, so I'm gonna do 30 minutes because I don't want to ramble and ramble. So first update is that we are 32 weeks this week, which means that we officially have 8 weeks to go. That's 2 months. Super excited. I can't wait, but at the same time I feel like time is moving so slow these days, like so slow. Oh my god, I feel like I've been pregnant for the longest time. I'm honestly ready for baby to come, although I mean stuff is still not done, but I'm saying I'm ready. I am ready. I'm so ready. So with that, I think I mentioned also in the previous video that I'm in my 3rd trimester, and I have a lot of growing pains. I think that's another thing that's just making me like, you need to come now type of thing. Because when I wake up, my back hurts. If I stand for a while, not even for a long period, but if I just stand for a while, my back hurts, and it's not fun anymore. Getting dressed is not fun. Hence why I haven't done any lookbooks, because getting dressed is just, it's such a drag. Okay, so I'm using this foundation. It's the Maybelline Fit Me Matte and Poreless Normal to Oily, shade 332. You can get this from Discam or Clicks. It's 100 rand, super affordable. Okay, so as I was saying, this is golden caramel. Getting dressed is not fun. Like, my bump is so big. Right now I'm wearing a turtleneck, which is supposed to be like a normal length, but it looks like a crop top. But I mean, who cares? I'm not going anywhere. So yeah, with regards to stretch marks, I have a few that have developed on the sides of my stomach, but they're very, very light. But I mean, they're there, I can see them. And I'm still using the Lost Oil that I told you guys I was using. It's by Bon Natural Oils. I get that from Clicks also. I'm still using that. I really like that oil, and I did mention that I'm going to continuously use it. I'm still taking the same vitamins, which is Prego Plus. It's in a purple box. So I take that every day. I also take folic acid. I'm just trying to recap everything that I've mentioned before, in case you're wondering. And I love this foundation because it looks so natural. Habits also, those are super important. Oh yeah, now I remember what I wanted to mention. I think I'll add another layer, but on a normal basis, one is enough, but for you I'll do two. So yeah, so what I wanted to talk to you guys about, which is something I think some of you might be curious about. I also wanted to answer some questions that I've been getting. A lot of people ask me if I'm going to breastfeed or not. I'm going to be breastfeeding. They're asking because on one of the videos I told you that I bought formula, and I bought formula to be prepared, you know what I'm saying? And I'd rather be prepared and not use something rather than need it and then I don't have it. So the formula is for just in case I have problems with breastfeeding and all of that. And then there's also a lady who told me not to buy so many nappies because the baby might not react well to that brand of nappies. So I was like, it's cool, I just got one pack. I'm still using this Maybelline concealer. I just bought one pack. So yeah, so everything that I'm buying, guys, it's so that I'm prepared, you know. I don't like get there on the day and I'm just like, what should I do, so yeah, another thing that's been on my mind is that my birthing plan. So for those of you who don't know how that works, is that you have to book a bed in the hospital because my gynecologist works at a Netcare hospital. So we've been going to see him in hospital. His office is in the hospital. But now the thing is that I'm not going to be giving birth here. Like, I'm not going to be using him for my birth, simply because my medical aid recommended another hospital, you know. So your medical aid usually has a recommended list of hospitals that they use, so that helps with the claim. You can use another hospital, but it's going to be more costly for you, so rather use the recommended hospital and doctors from your medical aid. So I'm not going to be using him, and also I might be giving birth in KZN instead, because after I give birth I'm going to go home, which is another thing I wanted to talk to you about, which is what's the deal with, because I feel like this is a very black thing where after you give birth you have to go home. Moms, please let me know and educate me what that is about. Oh, the contour is Maybelline Pro Concealer. I contour my face, I have to, because it's so round. So what's the deal with that? Because in a lot of African families I've seen them that, like, even if you're married or you're single or whatever the case may be, of which I'm practically married, my mom's just like, you need to go, you need to come back after you give birth, especially because it's my first baby. She's like, I'm gonna help you, blah 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 blah. And my mother-in-law is also like, melu boy, you know, type of thing. So I understand that they're there to help, but also I think it's a cultural thing. I don't know why birth is still such a hush topic, you know, like men shouldn't know what happens there, blah 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 blah. I don't know, but if you do know, please share what's the deal with that. How did your birthing situation, what happened there, you know, what was your birthing plan? Okay, so with that, I've been getting quite stressed with it because I really like my doctor. I would have really preferred to use him because I know him, he understands me, you know. I just don't want to start somebody new, but evidently I don't have a choice with that. So I have I'm still using the same brush that I've been using for my foundation, contour, whatever. I use the same brush. Also, I've heard that when you go to a hospital and you're on medical aid, the doctors push you to get a C-section, of which I don't want to get a C-section, you know, as scared as I am of giving birth. I just want to do it, get it over and done with. But I heard that in some hospitals, actually most hospitals, they'll be like, don't you want to do a C-section, you know, because that's where the money's at. And I think that's another thing that's been really stressing me, because I don't want to be coerced into that decision, and I just don't want to find myself in that situation. And I have a supportive doctor who's just like, you can do it, we do it, and then, you know, that's it. And also in this global pandemic thing, also guys, this is a new beauty spot. I got it in the last month. Super random. I never had this before. But yeah, in this global pandemic, I think going to the hospitals and giving birth is already complicated enough without having a global pandemic where you have to think about all the COVID tests and the precautions and, you know, all of that. And if your partner is going to be allowed inside the delivery room, and if your family is going to be allowed to visit you in hospital, it's just a lot. It's been stressing me out so much. That's really one of the things that, when I think about it, like, I just feel sad, because it's just full of drama. I don't want drama in my life, but yeah, it is what it is. Like, there's literally nothing I can do about it, but I'm really nervous around that, you know. So yeah, that's that. But on the positive side, let's start with the anxiety. But I have been also feeling anxious, as I mentioned in my last video, especially when it comes to having to go out, socialize, not like socialize, but I mean go out for lunch or whatever. I find myself more and more stressed out by doing those things, because I don't know what to wear. My clothes don't fit me, and I don't really have an interest or desire in buying new clothes, because I'm just like, I want to treat myself to new clothes when my body's back, when I look good, you know. And right now the bump is just, it's just there. There's nothing I can do about it. So getting dressed is tricky, and I don't know how much I can emphasize this, but it's really, really tricky. So I'm still learning to adjust, but honestly I can't wait till baby gets here and I feel like myself again. And I've also just, I had a lot of concerns before falling pregnant about my looks and if I'm going to change, blah blah blah, of which obviously your body's going to change. I'm going to set my face with some loose powder. I mean, obviously your body's going to change because you're making a baby, but that never makes things any easier, you know. And I think the most important thing is to remember that your body was made for this, and if there are changes, then take them as like the next step, because there's literally nothing you can do about it. And honestly, most of the things that I was concerned about haven't happened to me, and I'm so appreciative of that. Like for instance, I thought my nose would get so big, of which, excuse me, my face is just the main thing that's just gotten fat. I have a really chubby face right now, but I'm just like, it is what it is. I understand it. I'm not like overly obsessed with it. Like, I'm not obsessing over it. Then I'm also going to use this Maybelline Fit Me powder in natural beige. So you know what I'm saying, it is what it is. But I'm just imagining, how do other women feel who completely change, and the skin breaks out, and they have acne marks all of a sudden, and they gain like an enormous amount of weight, and just like all of those things. I think people don't realize how much pregnant women go through with the hormonal changes and everything. It just can be a lot. And with people commenting like, oh, you're so big, oh, you're ready to pop, oh this, oh that. So I think let's just try to be kind to one another. I do really appreciate everyone who has been sending me positive words of encouragement. I'm just gonna contour my face and warm it up slightly. I really appreciate those words, but I'm also aware that not everyone carries the baby in the same way, you know. Some people go through a complete transformation, and I just think let's be considerate to those people and be sensitive towards their needs, because it's honestly not easy. So yeah, anyway, I was still saying that something that I am excited about is that we need to do the nursery. I'm excited and anxious about it. Well, I'm anxious about everything these days, but we need to do the nursery, of which we will, if we don't move out of this apartment, then we'll do it here in the office, in this small space that I showed you. She's not going to be sleeping in it, but she just needs to have her own space. She won't be sleeping in it because there's so many windows and the air that's going to be coming in. My mom always says, umntwana udinga ubushushu, ninayo iheater, funeka ndithenge iheater. Ndinga ubushushu. Ninayo ikadak, you know, like a gas stove, so that if there's if there's power cuts and whatever, the baby's not affected. And I just always laugh at her, and Bear's just like, I want nyama. And the heater, that's why they don't like aircon us even in the offices, because from the time you're born it's like I'm doing a ding of shushu type of thing. Anyway, so this space is going to be the nursery, but I mean obviously she's gonna be sleeping in her own bed next to our bed, if that makes sense. But also, like I said, I have to go home. So what's gonna happen is that I give birth, I go home for like a few weeks until I feel like myself again, and then after that I also have to go to my mother-in-law's house because she also wants to see the baby. I mean, naturally, obviously, and she's been asking if I'm gonna come back. And in my mind, I really didn't want to worry anyone. Okay, so again, I'm using, this palette is disgusting, it's full of glue, but it's the Maybelline countdown palette. I'm just gonna put some pink on my, as I was saying, of course she's gonna want to see the baby and all of that, but in my head I just didn't wanna, I don't want to worry anyone, you know. I just don't want to be I don't want to be a burden on anyone. But I mean, I think I don't know how I'm looking at this, but my mother and my mother-in-law are just insisting that come back, you know. And I'm just like, I don't want to be a wet blanket during this time over their lives and over what over whatever their lives, you know. Because I think living with a pregnant woman is not an easy thing, because sometimes you have mood swings, sometimes you don't want to do anything, sometimes you can do everything, you know. So I've just been like, oh, and but yeah, I'm excited to see them, and I think also they want to see me because I haven't spent time with my family because of the pandemic, and also they haven't seen me since I took my little sister there, and of which I just saw them for a few hours in the day, you know what I'm saying. So my family wants to spend time with me, my in-laws want to spend time with me, so it's tricky, but I really appreciate the support. So that's what's gonna happen. But I mean, if the plans change and whatever, I will update you guys. And yeah, oh, so I was still talking about the nursery. I don't know, my mind just gets deflected so much. I was still talking about the nursery. So firstly, we haven't gotten anything for the nursery, and I do mean zero, nothing. And I've just been looking and browsing and just seeing, comparing, blah 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 blah. And also I don't want to buy anything right now before Christmas, because all the prices are inflated. As much as I can say it's a sale, we all know that Christmas prices are heavily inflated. So right now I'm still planning everything, but for the theme I want it to be like, I want an animal theme, you know. I don't want it to be like a Barbie or overly pink anything. I just want it to be like a safari type of thing. So that's what I want to do. And there is this lady who sells stuffed animals near a mall that I usually go to. So I want to buy some stuffed animals from her. I want to support her business, because she's like a street vendor. She just stands on the road and she sells the most beautiful stuffed animals. So I want to do that. Yeah, but things that I am gonna get for the baby is, we need a cot, a cot bed. I don't think we're gonna get a bassinet because space wise, and also she'll only use the bassinet for like 3 months, you know what I'm saying? So it's not like a need. Don't need it. It's convenient to have it, but you don't need it. So we need a cot, a changing table, the mattress, the linen for the bed and whatever. And then I also definitely want to get the bin for the diapers, because I don't have smelly diapers. I think that is an actual need. Definitely need that. Definitely getting that. All of those things I've seen at Babies R Us, so I'm probably gonna get 80% of the stuff from there. But you have any recommendations, please let me know. I'll be more than happy to support a smaller business, but just for the convenience of everything, I've seen everything at Babies R Us. And then I also want to get a chair, like a nursing chair, but it does not necessarily have to be a nursing chair like the one that rocks, but just a nice chair that I can sit in when I'm nursing, and an ottoman so that I can put my feet up. And then obviously baby books, a plant, so that it just looks cute. And then I'm gonna change the curtains. I hate these curtains in this office. We've had those curtains since forever. Change the curtains and get some plants, you know. I just want to revive the space. One thing I'm not doing, I'm not painting. I'm not a painter. I do not have time to buy paint and paint somebody's apartment, and then when I move out I still have to worry about repainting it to this original cream agate color. So look, painting is not happening. It's too labor intensive. I don't have time for it. No, we're just not painting. And drilling, making shelves, no, also not doing that, because when you leave you have to take the shelves down, you have to refill the space like with the holes, and then you have I'm not doing that. So no. I know even here there's a lot of blank wall space, and that is done intentionally because I couldn't be bothered. Because when you move out, it's already exhausting enough without having to do all of those things. So no thanks. Okay, so I'm gonna put on my lashes and I'll be right back. My eyes are so watery. Whew, but it's fine. So I'm just gonna add some color to my cheeks, and it's gonna look really pale and yellow. So I'm not 100% sure what that's about. My lashes, I don't even know what's going on, but it is what it is. I actually did forget what I was on about. But anyway guys, if you have any questions, recommendations, let me know in the comment section below, because I love interacting with you. I love hearing your stories, stuff that you recommend. I'm just here for it because I want to learn. So yeah, leave me all of your recommendations in the comment section below. Oh, the name, have we chosen a name? I have come up with 2 names that I like, but they're not the final names because I'm the only one who came up with names. Bay still hasn't came up with his names that he wants for the baby. He's like, I'll see when she's born. And I'm pretty sure that my parents and my mother-in-law is also gonna wanna have like a name or something. So we'll see. But I have my 2 names. Also, I got my nails done. Do you like them? They're so festive. So yeah. Oh, this palette is by Beauty Treats, but it's really old. I don't even want to show you how it looks. It's an oldie but goodie. And then I have this Wet n Wild highlighter, which I really like. It's called the Mega Glow, and it just makes you beam. Also, guys, could you please share with me your birth stories, and what are some of the things that you had in your hospital bag, things that you had that you felt like were unnecessary, and things that you didn't bring that you feel like are definitely necessary. You know, what are some of the must-have in your hospital bag? Because the hospital does give you a list of stuff that you need for yourself and for the baby, but I still want to know what your recommendations are for what I should bring for the hospital bag, because that I need to get done pronto and just have it ready. Oh, and do you guys think that I should continue with this look, or should we switch it up? What do you think we should do? What do you think? Personally, I wanna get hair. I wanna get new hair. I'm over not having hair. I think also because my face is so big, I think it needs something, you know. But we'll see. This is L'Oreal. I'm gonna use this, but I'm gonna line my lips with a brown liner first. The eyelash glue that I use is from Kiss Nails. 100% recommend this. It really works. But today I'm having a bad day, but it really works. Anyway, this is the final look. Hope you guys enjoyed this video. But I mean, the video wasn't about the makeup, it was just about us catching up. So I hope you enjoyed this video. Please make sure that you thumbs it up, subscribe. Let me know what your thoughts are, your recommendations in the comment section below, and don't forget to follow me on my socials, and I'll see you next time. Happy holidays.
Rock it back and forth, I can feel the force take so